Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to Vijay Krishna Goswami. We have known him to be one of the topping devotees of Sri Ramakrishna because of his excessive love for God. This Maya, that is to say, the question was, why can't we see God? This Maya is that is to say, the ego is like cloud. This Maya, that is to say, the ego is like cloud. Our ego itself is Maya. When we see, actually, ego neither belongs to Prakriti, nature, nor to the Atman, the Chaitanya. There are two different existence of ours, the spiritual existence and the physical existence. In waking state, we pervade all the three bodies we have, the gross, subtle and causal. The individual consciousness pervades the three. I come to waking state. Withdraw from the physical body. I continue to pervade the subtle and causal. I am a dream state. Still withdraw. I go to the causal form, then I enter into deep sleep. Leaving the causal, I expand in the universal consciousness. This consciousness, this is Chaitanya, is my part of my real existence. I am pervading the body and passing through the three states, three states of consciousness, Chaitanya. I am conscious, the different levels of consciousness. Different world presents itself. I am as if we are tuning ourselves in the TV, various channels. All channels are coexisting. To which I tune, I enter into that world. I see that. When we change the channel, we enter into another channel, another world is there. Like that, when we tune, when we are pervading the three bodies differently, we enter into, this is the tuning actually. I am tuning to the waking state, I am withdrawing from the body, I am getting tuned to the subtle state, still back, I am entering into the causal state and beyond to the eternal existence. Every day I go from the relative existence to the absolute existence and come back. Now this withdrawal and this one. Now the covering, we have two different existences, bodily existence and my spiritual existence, which withdraws and becomes one with the universal consciousness in deep sleep, is my individual existence, Shuddha Chaitanya. It is like space, the infinite space. I am that. But stretching myself in and through the spot, I become part space. Space cannot be cut, akhanda. It is passing through. Still, I feel, because of the presence of this body and identification with it, the part feels I have a separate space. Space is akhanda, yet it thinks inner space, outer space. Like that, identifying with the body, I identify inner and outer. This is Chaitanya and Jada. All these layers from bodily existence, body, energies, prana, then senses, mind, intellect, all these belong to Prakriti. There is my existence independent of it, which unites and pervades the three and comes to the waking state, withdraws and go to dream state, causal and deep sleep, and beyond to be one with the universal consciousness. Every day this play is happening. The moment this jada and I start pervading the jada, the ego presents itself. That ego neither belongs to Prakriti. In Prakriti, the 24 cosmic principles, you don't get ahankara, ego. Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas, and Pancha Mahabhutas. None of these we see. There is ahankara. Ahankara projects out independently from buddhi. It is a part, inseparable part of buddhi, dissolves in buddhi and emerges from buddhi. So this ego neither belongs to Chaitanya nor to Prakriti. But when the Jada and Chaitanya come together, suddenly a ego shoots up. This ego is hiding the reality, because I am there. When the I dissolves, the real I shines forth. This artificial ego, which neither belongs to Chaitanya nor, but when they come together, Jada and Chaitanya, the bodily existence and spiritual existence, immediately one ego shoots forth. And this is the which creates the karma. It identifies with physical body. Physical body is doing karma, and it owns that karma as his because of identification. So it is just like I am not moving, but a vehicle which is moving, I will go and catch it, hold it, or embrace it. I start moving. The ego goes and embraces the body and says, I am body. Just like I have jumped into the running vehicle and I am also running. I am actually staying stationary. But because the vehicle is running, I am also made to run. And I get the effects of the karma. Though vehicle meets with an accident or gaining momentum, I also gaining momentum. Like that body, because of my identification, whatever happens to the body is happening to me. With realization, I separate from the body forever. Body is running from birth to death. He is in his own glory and Atma Swarupa. Identification breaks. So this ego, the moment the ego presents, it is hiding the real I. He is hiding the God within. That is why it is called Maya. Why it is called Maya is, it neither belongs to Chaitanya nor to Jada, but when the Chaitanya and Jada come together, I pervade the body, the ego shoots up. And when I sleep, it also disappears. The dream ego is entirely different from waking state. Dream ego is mind-created ego. Mind creates exactly replica of me, just like video. Maya, that is to say, the ego is like a cloud. The sun cannot be seen on account of a thin patch of cloud. A small thin patch of cloud covers the whole sun, you see. The dimension of sun is unimaginable compared to this one. World you see, such a vast world. Small, if you keep the finger in front of the eye, it covers the whole world. This much finger, it covers the whole world. Like that, Alpopi, though it is such a small thing, Sahasra Yojana, vast. Sun it covers, the patch of cloud. Like that is this ego. A thin patch of cloud, when that disappears, one sees the sun. If by the grace of the Guru, one's ego vanishes, here he makes the two things essential. By the grace of Guru, one's ego vanishes, then one sees God. Means ego is something that cannot be individually destroyed by one's own power or capacity. Because we don't know where from it shoots up, where is it going to disappear. How to destroy it, we do not know. Guru's grace, by Guru's grace the ego dissolves. When does the Guru's grace follow? Implicit obedience. Explicit obedience after telling, doing. Sit there, he will go and sit. But without telling what is in my mind, what I expect, when he does, it's called implicit obedience. Without telling, he is doing. After telling also, he doesn't do. Then ego is strengthened. So, while serving also, when they teach serving in the Bailurmath for the brahmacharis, the previous batch will be teaching and the acharya will be seeing and listening. Then he says that 3 types of servers, what you want to become. Someone is, there is no dal in his plate, the moment he sees, he runs with the dal, he doesn't ask. Without asking, who serves. There are people who, after asking, they will give, serving. The third people, after asking also, they don't give. They delay. That another also asks, together I will serve. He will serve. But he doesn't want to. Individually, why should I go up to there and serve? Let 4 people ask once, I will go and serve and come. Because it's huge pangat. Hundreds of brahmacharis and sadhus will be sitting. So they always advise, one person will be serving. When the rice goes ahead, this one, everything will be filled and kept, sufficient for every day's need. There will be one person who is watching everything in each row by turn. He will be seeing who wants what, and independent of the server, he goes, serves and comes. And he will be seeing whether the buckets are empty or not. As the buckets become empty, he will fill and bring another one. The next will be smaller because same amount he need not serve. That will go like that. One person. This serving without being asked. This is implicit obedience. When the implicit obedience comes, then there is, ego has come down to minimum. That is, it cannot be perceived there is ego. Ego will remain, but imperceptible, as subliminal level it goes to. Then the Guru wants to give now. He is ready, his patra. Then the last vestige of ego, which is obstructing, just like bottle, whole bottle has been emptied and the cork is put. That much ego will remain. That he makes through the sadhana, surrender to the divine, that cannot be removed, so that he can fill the bottle directly. So that much small, that cork above this one, that has to be opened up. That is the grace of by grace of Guru, once ego vanishes, then one sees God. Rama, who is God himself, was only 2.5 cubits ahead of Lakshmana. But cubit is 1 mala, 18 inches. Rama, who is God himself, was only 2.5 cubit ahead of Lakshmana, But Lakshmana could not see him because Sita stood in between them. Lakshmana may be compared to Jiva and Sita to Maya. Man cannot see God on account of the barrier of Maya. Just look, I am creating a barrier in front of my face with this towel. Now you can't see me even though I am so near. Likewise, God is the nearest of all. But we can't see Him on account of this covering of Maya. And what is this covering of Maya? Is the individual ego. He takes up everything Sri Ramakrishna practically make them understand at the practical level. Towel he takes and holds it in between. And see, I am here, but you can't see me. Because this thin veil in temples, when we go to in Karkal and these places, there will be most of the temples, Vanabhojan will be there. They will go, I think it's called Vanabhojan. The god will be taken in procession to a forest area where the god is placed and varieties of food is made and serving people will be there. The puja will go on. There we see in front of God, when so many people have gathered, there will be two people holding a cloth dipped in oil, and they lift and hold it. You can't see. Then they will light it. Tuck, 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 it burns. While it is burning, you can neither see God nor the people. It is just blaze. Then suddenly it disappears and you see the God inside the temple. So this is the veil of Maya. The sadhana is the tapas. Tapa is to heat. The tapo bala, only through that Maya can be destroyed. At every level in our life, to conquer anything and to go beyond, we need that tapobala. Even when the creative force takes up a form and is about, he doesn't know where he has come, what for he has come, what we call Brahma. In Purana it's called Brahma, but it's a creative matrix taking a solid form, just like lightning. After lightning is moving. That moving I can give a anthropomorphic picture, but it is a force moving. It is potent. It is going to destroy somewhere something. Like this power is going to create. That's called creative matrix. That is the power, Shakti. It's going to create now. It has come there. It is potent with all powers to create. But where have I come? What is to be done? Because of its own existence and absence of existence of all, is in its own glory, that power. It doesn't know even what to do. Then a sound comes. Tapa, tapa, tapa. The tapas. Then it turns within itself and start observing. Where have I come? What have I come? The truth gets revealed. That is the sound of the consciousness, Chaitanya, which has brought that power to that potent energy. There the consciousness is telling, just like in our existence, the flute of Krishna is eternally going on, calling us. That Chaitanya speaking, I am here. What are you holding on to this? perishable body and loitering in this world. Come. We don't hear that voice. Brahma, the potent power of creation, the creative matrix, that hears the inner voice. Tapa, tapa, tapa. It immediately withdraws its external awareness, starts concentrating on that voice which spoke. Then it reveals its consciousness, Chaitanya, in it all knowledge is stored. It reveals, and that revelation, how the previous creation was there, how it ended, and how to bring yourself to that state of again, just like I sleep, and while waking up I don't have world or anything, all that knowledge I have to again manifest and come back to the same state as I slept, with the same knowledge, with same understanding. Like that, the creation has to take place now, coming back to the same state of when the creation ended. What was the state? So how many people, what was the state, how the world was there, how the knowledge of each person was there, karmic load was there, to the same reality it has to bring. And there we see the whole thing, revelation comes. It is called the Vedas. Veda is the, that's why Vedas we don't consider the Vedic knowledge, but this is not complete knowledge. A realization alone is these are the stepping stones. It is informing. Just like when you go to Udupi, in the road, everywhere you see a board, Udupi, Udupi, Udupi. It is not, Udupi has not come. But Udupi, 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 I am going in the road of Udupi, but there will be a number below. Countdown is taking place. Udupi 50, Udupi 49, it will be showing, milestone will be showing how far it is still. Like that, here also we see that the inner soul is aspiring and going ahead. The transformation, inner transformation takes place. Here also we see that destruction of ego. How beautifully Sri Ramakrishna gives the examples, you see. Simple, a child also can understand. But these things, as you go ahead in spiritual life, it goes on giving, same Bhagavad Gita, it goes on giving. When I was in Himalayas, I used to go to Kailas Ashram in Uttarkashi. It's quite far from the place I was, 3 kilometers away. It is like a good angry from ashram, up the hill. I used to go there, attend the Bhagavad Gita class and come back. Some monks of the mutt were there. They had come there. They saw me going to class. One of them called in, "What has happened to you? What is the need of a class for you? Bhagavad Gita class now. All that is over now." Then I said, it awakens my inner self, again and again reminds. Sri Ramakrishna calls it Uddipana, and lighting the enlightenment. How it is, yes, it becomes essential, you see. It is refreshing. In computers also, many times you refresh, you put. It refreshes once. Like that is teaching of Sri Ramakrishna. And till the last stage of realization, it goes on guiding you. Till the mother opens the door and takes you the other side. Coming back again, it is there. Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. That's why it's considered as Vedas for us. Same we will follow back, trace back and track and move in this world with that knowledge. And you see, as the time goes off, suppose 1,000 years after, this will give entirely different meaning of what we, then the society is different, human psychology is different, human existence is different. It may be like I am going to heaven and reading, or I am going to hell and reading the same Bhagavad Gita. I am not at this level of consciousness then. Then also it gives meaning to those people who are there in that state of, but the meaning will be entirely different. They grasp it in their language, and this is that simple. And these small things, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana, children can easily understand. And this of the Hindu Dharma, this passed through some kind of eternity. It remains in some form or other. The Rama, Lakshmana, Sita will remain there. Thakur Mother Swamiji will remain there all the time. Krishna, Arjuna will be there at all time. In different ways, different forms, with different meaning. But they continue to be there. They are eternal principles, blocked and locked within the limitations. Between them, 3 cubits away, Lakshmana could not see him because Sita stood in between them. Lakshmana may be compared to Jiva, Sita to Maya. Man cannot see God on account of the barrier of Maya. Just look, I am creating a barrier with this towel. You can't see me even though I am so near. Likewise, God is nearest of all. He is within and without, pervading us. But we cannot see Him on account of the covering of Maya. The Jiva is nothing but embodiment of Satchidananda. But since Maya or ego, again he identifies Maya with ego, you see. But since the Maya, that is ego, has created various upadhis, he has forgotten his real self. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrutavikraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namamaha.